Hi everyone, welcome to Module 2, Understanding Individual Differences and Developmental Progress in Childhood. This video will give you a quick overview of the different topics we're going to cover in this module. So we are really going to focus on what is considered typical development and then what are exceptionalities. So trying to use developmental milestones and the continuum of what we expect children to do at certain ages across the different domains to look at maybe where some delays might be or even some gifted skills. So the continuum of development, every child will develop in their own way. And so there are milestones that have been developed that kind of help us know what to look for at certain periods of time. But kids often will do growth spurts in one area, so developing lots of motor control, while other areas maybe plateau, like language. And so we'll see trajectories change as kids are growing. But knowing when to identify challenges or when they're excelling beyond expectations is really important for being able to meet their individual needs. And also the key in all of this for our entire course is just knowing that all children are children and we want what's best for them regardless of what their abilities are. So again, milestones and domains. So the developmental milestones are the key markers that help us understand how children grow and learn at different stages. So looking to see how they're making progress. So typically we look at communication and language, social emotional, physical, which can be gross motor, which is large muscles, and then fine motor, which is small muscles, and then cognitive. So their thinking and their planning and their creativity. And then delays and disabilities. So this is what comes up when children are maybe not meeting milestones or taking longer to meet milestones. So a child with a developmental disability, someone with autism or cerebral palsy, or even a learning disability could experience delays or differences in any of the different areas of development, really. And understanding where those differences are allows us to provide support so that they can continue to learn and grow. And then there are also children who are gifted, and there's a term called twice exceptional that I wanted to bring to your attention. So some children are gifted, so they develop advanced skills that can be something like cognitive skills or creative skills that set them apart from peers. For instance, we've had 5-year-olds who can read chapter books in our preschool, and then a 7-year-old who can solve complex math problems. So something that's very different from what you would expect a typical child at that age to be able to do. So recognizing giftedness is as important as identifying delays, since they also need support to keep them challenged and engaged. And then there is the thing when a child has both a disability and exceptional abilities, and they call that twice exceptional or 2E. So a lot of times we will see kids with autism in particular that may have autism and may also have incredible skills in some area or another. And then individualizing support, so being able to respond to a child's individual needs, whether that is creating strategies for communication or providing more challenging tasks or offering different modifications or accommodations. It's this awareness that helps us ensure that the children are getting everything that they need regardless of their developmental levels so that they can feel valued, supported, and empowered. And then our role is to really just help them grow in a nurturing environment. So as we've been saying kind of all along, every child deserves the opportunity to reach their full potential. So however they're meeting their milestones or showing exceptional skills and facing any kind of challenges, we are there to support as teachers and as parents and as community members who are invested in children. And then there's a couple of great resources here. So I've linked the developmental milestone checklist from CDC, which you have in our student resources in the course. And then this one is new. It's an A to Z resource list from the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development. And you can actually look for different types of disabilities and things in there by letter. So those are really helpful. All right, I hope you enjoy this module.